All right, listen to me. It's the first sunny day that I've had here ever since I came here. But I'm going to say something real quick. Nothing crazy, but you may have heard it before. It's nothing new, but, listen. You can't take everybody that you love where you're going. In fact, if you try to take people that you love where you're going and your life hasn't maxified what it's supposed to, you may actually end up pulling that relationship down. Whether it's friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend. We're all blessed with a purpose, and our goal is to find that purpose. So imagine me not fulfilling my purpose and then, I guess, finding someone. And not that you can't live a great life with somebody and, not live your purpose, but what's the purpose? You probably want to live your purpose, right? You probably don't want to, have a mediocre life and sit at home watching Netflix all day and think, man, I was supposed to be an actor. I knew I could write these scripts or shows, or I was supposed to be a dancer, or I was supposed to be a model. And we may put our purpose into people and think that that's what life is all about. No. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of people are living that kind of lifestyle, but look, if you want to elevate, really transcend, it may hurt. You might find yourself alone and cold. I've been alone for about 5 days, 4 or 5 days. I don't even remember. And sometimes I go to sleep in complete silence and I wake up in complete silence and I think to myself, how did this happen? And I'm in a place that I really haven't spent any time in. So everything is just kind of, you put a little money into an Airbnb and you say, what would it be like if I wasn't around noise? Like I said before, if your mind is not at peace, noise and silence can actually sound the same. So after listening to a really good book written by Will Smith in 2021, I was like, well, what would it be like if my big, bright personality was alone? What would I think? What would I complete? See, there's this really interesting thought that I tend to ponder upon every once in a while, which is, what would it be like if I wasn't distracted by everybody? Do you ever think, okay, you're in a situation, but maybe it's not where you want to be, but you're going to deal with it because it's convenient, or you feel like you can't live without this situation or person or object or material, whatever it is. Like, I need. So you get, piled up with work. You get piled up with people that say they need you. You get piled up needing people. And then you realize out of the short lives that we actually have, 100 years, that's what we hope for the best, to get 100, but that's nothing on the grand scheme. I mean, 60, 70, 80 years is not a lot when you sleep half of it. And you spend a lot of time focusing on everything else except yourself. So when it's all said and done, you're like, damn, on your deathbed, unfortunately, that's when you realize, look, I had a whole life to live, and all I did was spend it being depressed and spent it worrying too much. Damn, what living did I do? Working too much, And then it's over, unfortunately. So that's society. Society tells you that this is it. This is what you're supposed to do. Invest everything into me, but don't invest anything into you. So, we really don't know ourselves. We barely spend time alone. And when we do, we think it's like torture. Like, I'm going to be alone. Like, I have to force myself to spend time with myself. Because I'd rather spend time with her. Or I'd rather spend time with him. Or I'd rather spend time, even if it's toxic situations. As long as it's toxic, and as long as I'm not happy alone, I'm fine in a chaotic situation. That's not living. Sometimes you got to walk through the dark. Sometimes you got to take that leap of faith and say, yo, I'm going to feel like shit. Sometimes you got to withstand all the drugs and alcohol and everything that makes you feel as though, you know, I can't live without this. The vapes, I've been there. You talking to your boy. The sex, whatever it is. I'm a weak celibate. I'm happy about that. Milestone achieved. But, you know what I mean? If you just focus and put that discipline into yourself, you're going to find how beautiful life really is. And you're not even going to realize it. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to actually have this little thing they call peace. It takes a while, some faster than others, but I promise you, if you put the work in, you'll know. When I first came here, like I said, depressed. Like, what am I doing with myself here? Pause. What am I doing here? Like, everybody thinks they have to go overseas or some beautiful place to go on vacation or be with somebody to be happy. I know I'm repeating myself here, but I don't think you're getting it. You are enough. Period. You don't need what you think you need. You don't need to consume what you think you do. Your health is your wealth. Your body is the greatest instrument. Your mind, even more so. So be good to it, because you don't get a second chance. I promise you that. It never worked for any of us, no matter how great we were. So, you feel me? Start leaving a legacy and spend some time alone. Because I'll tell you what, Julian Washington, orchestrator of the room, the extrovert. Did I say that right? XO? Why do they have to put an E and an X and an O together? Like XO? I don't know. Extravert? Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Has found peace and complete solemn. A guy that used to DJ thousands of people's proms and be the leader of the show has found complete solemn and silence. Now I'm ready to grow. And I'll see you there. So I'm gonna put my phone down and see what happens next. Take care, guys. I love you. And hit me up if you need anything. Peace.